Hello everybody, this is Albert with Green Tea House. I hope you're doing well today. Today we're going to talk about Pu-erh. It's help with digestion and it's possible help with weight loss. And when is the best time of the day to drink it? Now before we begin, if you haven't done so already, please visit us in New Braunfels, Texas, halfway between San Antonio and Austin. We're in a little town called Green. Come visit us if you're in the area. Also subscribe right now and hit the notification bell if you haven't done so already. And post a comment. Post a comment if you've had Pu-erh. So this episode is Pu-erh related. We have several episodes on Pu-erh, which is a type of fermented tea from southwest China, from a town, which is a very large city now called Pu-erh. Pu-erh is part of a category, the sixth category of tea that's called dark tea. And there's other types of dark or fermented teas, Pu-erh being the most famous. And Pu-erh in Asia, in particular in China, in particular southern China, has always been well known, but definitely to the Western world, Pu-erh became much more famous during the Beijing Olympics. And prior to the Beijing Olympics, there was this big Pu-erh bubble where Pu-erh cakes in particular, because Pu-erh historically, well, really tea historically was sold in cakes and bricks and whatnot, prior to the about mid-1600s when the Ming Emperor at the time made a promulgation that all tea should be loose leaf. A lot of our tea was in brick form. There was a big inflation, a big bubble on Pu-erh cakes that they were going for crazy amount of money. And part of the reason for this, prior to the Beijing Olympics, was there was this viral campaign or who was bots, who knows what it was, that Pu-erh would make you lose weight. And this kind of reminds me of Dr. Oz. Remember when he was pushing green tea extract on his show, and later he got in trouble with the government because he was making claims that were not supported. And I'll try to remember to put the banner up here on, can tea make you lose weight? And I think the episode is be wary of health claims of tea. And some of you are like, Gregory, whoa, Albert, what are you saying? Tea's not healthy? My middle name's Gregory, by the way. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that with Pu-erh, like with green tea and all the categories of tea, you have to take everything with a grain of salt. So what can I say? Historically, Pu-erh has been drunk by people who've drunk it for digestive issues, bloating, indigestion, and yes, it can help possibly with weight loss. But when we say these things, you have to put it in kind of context. Because if you're eating 7 bags of Cheetos and 8 Big Macs, and you're gulping down a cup of ripe Pu-erh, you're probably not going to lose weight. So you have to understand the nuance behind saying that. But what we can say is that historically people have been drinking Pu-erh to help with all the dyspepsia, the dysbiosis, whatever you want to call it, all the digestive issues. And you certainly look in the last 10 years, the importance of the microbiome, where 15 years ago people really didn't know about gut health. And now it's very in the know, it's in the zeitgeist, so to speak. And so Pu-erh, understandably, is kind of back in the zeitgeist as well as being a weight loss drink. What I will tell you is it good for you to drink Pu-erh? When I say Pu-erh, I'm saying ripe Pu-erh, not raw Pu-erh. Is it good for you to drink Pu-erh daily? Yeah. Is it good for you to drink tea in general daily? Yeah. Should you be drinking lots of tea every day of different categories? Yeah. We have a tea called ginger green Pu-erh, and I've talked to Casey about the name, because the name is problematic because it makes you think that it's ginger green, or it makes you think that it's green Pu-erh, in other words, raw Pu-erh. But what we call it colloquially there at the store is it's the multivitamin. And why do we say that? Because that tea is 50% Pu-erh, 33% gunpowder green, and 17% ginger. And we call it the multivitamin because it's my belief that if you can only drink 1 tea a day, that's the tea to drink, because you get all the health benefits of green tea, along with yellow and white, definitely have the highest amount of antioxidants and the things that fight against disease. And then you're also getting Pu-erh, which is really good for your gut health. And we know with gut health, serotonin production is made in the gut. Our immune system really has a bastion in the gut. There's just so many things coming out about how important the gut is. So I would tell you, yeah, you do need to be drinking Pu-erh. I personally drink Pu-erh every morning. The first thing I drink when I wake up at 5:30 in the morning is I drink our blend of ginger Pu-erh. Now we have 4 or 5 blends that I make at the store. I just like ginger Pu-erh. It's not to say the other ones aren't good. I'm just not a big fan of peppermint. I'm not a big fan of something sweet in the morning, like the dark chocolate vanilla Pu-erh. So I drink the ginger Pu-erh. And then later when I get to the tea shop, I'll drink a green tea, and then I go through my rotations. So Pu-erh, can Pu-erh help you lose weight? Pu-erh can help you with any sort of leaky gut, dysbiosis, dyspepsia problems that you can have, along with other things. You remember back in the 80s, they used to have those cereal commercials, which we look back, I just kind of laugh at, where they'll be like, Cheerios or Fruit Loops is part of a healthy, balanced diet. And then they'll show you the table with the cereal, milk, orange juice, and all these things. When we know that the cereal is not making the breakfast healthy, but they'd say it's part of a healthy thing. So Pu-erh can be part of helping with weight loss, bloating, and digestion. But you have to throw in other things as well that are going to help with those things. But Pu-erh can be part of that. Now, is there a certain time of the day where you should be drinking Pu-erh? I drink it around when we wake up. There's some people that will say you should drink it later in the day or even in the evening because that will help with your evening meal, with the digestion of your evening meal. Personally, and I've also heard people that say that if you drink Pu-erh in the morning, it stimulates ghrelin, your hormone for appetite, and therefore you're more likely to get hunger pangs. I have not seen a legit PubMed study showing that when you drink Pu-erh determines anything. I would just tell you, drink Pu-erh daily. And if you can only drink 2 cups of tea, and when I mean 2 cups, I mean like a session, so you should definitely reuse your leaves. I would be drinking a Pu-erh, and I'd be drinking a green. Guys, post in the comments, do you drink Pu-erh? What time do you drink it? Until next time, take care. God bless.